Having multiple size circular knitting machines is a great idea, and certainly the speedier option for a lot of projects. But if you, like me, and limited by space, check out my craft room tour here, or you don't have the budget for multiple machines, there is a way to knit larger or smaller tubes on the machine you already have. In my previous video, I showed how to make larger tubes. I made a 60 needle hat using my 48 needle machine. In this video, I will show you 3 ways to make smaller tubes. Please remember before commenting down below that not everyone is able to knit manually, and these machines open up the craft to a whole new community of knitters. So please be kind, this is supposed to be fun. Let's start with the smallest tube you can make, an icord. Generally an icord is 3 stitches, so let's cast on 3 needles. Do this with your working yarn. Now, keeping the yarn out of the guide, spin the machine all the way around. When you reach the 3 cast on stitches, place the yarn back in working position and knit those needles. Hold the yarn out of the way again, spin all the way around, and continue repeating that until you have your desired length. Cast off with a darning needle, pull the ends tight, and you have an icord. You can do this with 4 needles too, but after 5 needles you start to get a bit of a looser gauge, so you're going to have to start latching up the loose ends. Which brings us to the second method. Here I am casting on half the machine. Hold the yarn out of the way, spin the machine, and then start knitting again. Just like knitting a flat panel, you want to ensure that the end stitches are dropped before knitting, or you will end up with tucked stitches. Then, once you have your tube, regular viewers of my channel will be familiar with the next steps, as I've used them a few different times on previous videos. We're going to tighten up the edge stitch, and then we're going to use a crochet hook to knit each row. A full tutorial on this is linked in the description. Personally, I enjoy sitting on the couch, nooking or knitting, knowing that the machine did 2/3 of the work and I just have this tiny section to do. It's honestly the best of both worlds for me. It's faster than if I'd knit the whole thing by hand, but I still get the relaxing side of hand knitting as well. But I know this might not be for everyone, and these machines tend to attract the speed knitting crowd and crafters that may not know how to knit or crochet. So this final method is done 100% on the machine, and it's probably the most obvious way to knit a smaller tube. We will be knitting a flat panel and then seaming it together. I did attempt the dental floss technique, where you can add a bit of thread or dental floss to each edge as you knit, and then you zip the sides together, but maybe I did it wrong or I used the wrong kind of thread, but all I got was yarn barf and the thread kept snapping when I tried to pull. Has anyone else had success with this method? Leave a comment with tips down below. Anyway, for those who don't know, the basics of a flat panel is that we're going to go back and forth instead of round and round. And the key to a neat edge is making sure to fully knit the edge stitches before you start the next row and giving the yarn a little tug as well. I have a more in-depth flat panel tutorial linked below where we actually explore the inside of the machine as well for anyone who's interested. So once off the machine, it's time to seam up your tube. List your favourite seaming methods below. My chosen seaming method is mattress stitch, and you will use a matching colour yarn, but I'm just going to use a contrasting colour so you can see what I'm doing. We will start by finding the bars we need to use. Then we do the bottom 2 bars on each side and tie a knot. Then we alternate sides, picking 2 bars at a time until we make it to the top. Even in a contrasting colour, it's pretty invisible, but it is a little bulky, so I prefer the second method, but this is definitely a quicker option. So there you have it, multiple size tubes all made on the same machine. Again, don't forget to check out last month's video on how you can knit larger tubes, and if you found this video of value, please give it a like. I will be experimenting with different types of yarn on my machine very soon, so subscribe to not miss that video. Happy knitting everyone, thanks for watching.